Casting curses on people is something that has happened, and that always be a threat on those upon whom the curse was thrown. The curse is a kind of spell by magic, an wish that evil or harm befall one. There are few famous curses, but nobody knows for sure whether they really happen or will happen. The Curse of the Pharaohs. A curse inscription warns to everyone who violates the sleep of pharaohs will be punished. So, on the day that Tutankhamun's tomb was discovered, a lot of strange things happened. The curse of the pharaohs is supposed to have haunted the archaeologists who excavated the tomb. Howard Carter was a British archaeologist and Egyptologist who discovered the intact tomb Tutankhamun, colloquially known as King Tut and the Bull King, in November 1922. Howard Carter's pet canary was eaten by a cobra on the day the tomb was opened. The cobra was associated with a goddess who was the Eye of Ra, who protected the Valley of the Kings. The first mysterious death related to the curse of Tutankhamun was Lord Carnarvon, who had died from a mosquito bite 6 weeks after opening the tomb. Lord Carnarvon was an enthusiastic amateur Egyptologist, the financial backer of the search for and the excavating of Tutankhamun's tomb in the Valley of the Kings. At the time of Carnarvon's death, there was a widespread blackout in Cairo. Carnarvon's dog Susie, who has remained on his estate in England, let out a mournful howl in the moment of his death and promptly died herself. The Curse of American Presidents. According to a very old legend, a deadly curse floods upon all the presidents elected in the years divisible by 20. It is told that during the Battle of Tippecanoe, a dying Indian chief cast a curse on the future masters of his land. The first American president to whom the curse fell was William Henry Harrison, being himself participant of this battle. Abraham Lincoln became president in 1860, was assassinated during the second mandate. James Garfield won election in 1880, was shot. William McKinley re-elected in 1900 and shot during a speech. Franklin Roosevelt re-elected in 1940, died shortly after. Ronald Reagan, elected in 1980, survived an attack by an extremist. People say that Reagan could break the curse, or the curse is only sleeping. We are waiting 2020 in case of Donald Trump will be re-elected to see if the curse is still working. The Curse of Brancovenesc Hospital. On 1835, Safta Brancoveanu, the wife of the last descendant of Romanian Prince Constantin Brancoveanu, sign a contract for building for poor people a hospital with 60 beds. The hospital was built near Balasha Prince's Church. On 1838, the hospital was opened. To mark this foundation, Safta has commissioned a marble inscription. This inscription, among other things, contained a curse against who would dare touch the building. On 1984, Nicolae Ceausescu, the president of Romania in that time, demolished the Brancovenesc hospital. It did not matter that it was recently renovated. It didn't matter that the operating rooms were of marble. The pretext was the systematization of Bucharest. An urban myth of the time tells that Ceausescu hoped to lay hands on the legendary treasures of Constantin Brancoveanu, Prince of Romania, hidden somewhere in basements. The fact is that Ceausescu was often on the work site, but it isn't known whether he found the treasure or not. So, Ceausescu demolished the hospital and the church with the curse. The inscription, which is now in the Court of History Museum of Bucharest, contains the final curse that requires divinity who will touch the foundation to be killed by his kin in a day of celebration. In 1989, Ceausescu was shot by people of his nation very on Christmas.